Well, our next guest has the ultimate comeback story. Starting when he was about 7 years old and in high school, Al Lynch was bullied by other kids.
After graduating, he enlisted in the Army and served in Vietnam. His heroic actions earning him the Medal of Honor.
He dedicated the rest of his career to helping fellow veterans and details the lessons he learned in his book, From Zero to Hero, From Bullied Kid to Warrior. And he joins us now, Medal of Honor recipient Al Lynch. Al, thank you for your service. Such an important story for us to hear this Memorial Day weekend. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Al, could you just quickly, let's get first to your story of heroism. For what were you given the Medal of Honor?
We got into a firefight December 15th, 1967 in the Battle of Tam Quan II in the Central Highlands of Vietnam, and we walked into an ambush, and our 2 point men got hit pretty bad. One came back and was told me the other guy, I think his name was Casares, Sergeant Casares, was had both of his legs shattered, got hit by a machine gun. So I went out and tried to help him, and as I'm doing that, another guy, Joe Esparza, comes running across and got hit, and we ended up all pinned down together for about 4 hours.
Al, I can't fathom that. Our viewers can't fathom what that is and what it would take for someone to do that. But your book lays out things you learned as a bullied kid who then joined the military, went to Vietnam, served more than heroically. You have a couple of life lessons for our folks. The first one is, you've got a responsibility to live honorably. Where did you learn that?
That was my dad. My dad was, I remember one day he was talking to me about being a man, and he was my role model for what a man is supposed to look like. And he said, you know, life can take everything from you. It can take your family, your house, your cars, all your material possessions. Only you give up your honor.
The second one,
and that really stuck with me.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Well said, Dad.
Amazing. The second one is selfless service to others. Tell us more about that.
I had a lot of problems when I was suffering through post-traumatic stress disorder. It made it all about me, you know, how I was feeling, my dreams, my intrusive thoughts, and on and on. And during some pretty heavy family tragedies, the death of my mother-in-law, Mary, and then the death of my father, who died from cancer, and then my mother's passing. When I was going through that with them, my PTSD symptoms reduced because I was focused on my mom and my dad and Mary and all that. And so I found later, kind of, you know, a blinding flash of the obvious, that when you concentrate on others and not yourself, my symptoms, at least for me, reduced. So I put on my challenge coin, others, not self, and I've tried to dedicate my life to doing just that. It makes me a lot happier to help other people because it takes the focus off of myself.
Well, and Al, your third life lesson, certainly having been in life or death combat situations, you say one must persevere in life. Tell me about that.
Yeah, you know, being bullied and then going through Vietnam and PTSD and all that, it's just a matter of getting through it. I think being bullied made me a stronger kid. Because I learned how to, you know, just be comfortable in my own skin, and then dealing with PTSD and trying hard to work through all of those problems. It's just sometimes it's one foot in front of the others, and you just keep going, and eventually you get to where you need to.
Al, I love it. It's some old school tips, but that shouldn't be old school at all, because they still apply today. The book is called Zero to Hero, From Bullied Kid to Warrior. We thank you for joining us on this special weekend. We know you will be remembering people on Monday. Thank you so much for all you've done for our country.
Thanks, Al.
Thank you, Al.
You got it. Al Lynch.